The story starts with a girl named Jae-young. She wakes up from sleep because a small bubble pops on her forehead. She hears strange sounds in the house. When she opens her door and looks outside, she sees her sister In-young in the hallway. But her sister isn't walking normally, she is limping and going around in circles. From far away, it looks very creepy. Suddenly, In-young grabs Jae-young's neck and tries to choke her. But at that moment, Jae-young wakes up for real. It was just a dream. Then her stepsister comes and notices the scratches on her neck, so she goes to get the first aid kit. While she is gone, Jae-young looks at her own childhood photos along with the photos of the sister she saw in her dream. Then we learn that her older sister had died when they were children. At that moment, Jae-young receives a group call from her friends Eun-bi, So-hyun, Ji-ho, Dong-jun. They all gathered together. Then Ji-ho tells them that he has planned to make a video for a YouTube content competition. He then shows them a video in which some people are performing a mysterious ritual. Ji-ho suggests that they should also make a similar video. His friends worry and say that such rituals might actually be real. Ji-ho replies that the video they watched is definitely fake, and that they will also make a fake ritual video just for content. After hearing this, everyone agrees. Then he tells them that the dress code will be school uniforms. Jae-young also includes her stepsister in the plan because the ritual requires 6 people. The next day, they all meet together and go to the place where they are supposed to perform the ritual. For the location, they pick an abandoned underground reservoir, a dark, cold, echoing chamber that already feels wrong the moment they walk inside. When they enter the building, Eun-bi says that she doesn't feel right and suggests that they film something else instead. This makes Ji-ho angry, and he says that they have already come this far, so there's no point in turning back now. Jae-young then encourages everyone and says that Ji-ho is right. After that, they all go inside the room together. Inside the room, there are 4 pillars. In the center, they see a water tank. Ji-ho explains then that the black water traps the souls inside it so they cannot escape. Jae-young's stepsister then asks how deep the water is. Ji-ho replies that it looks very deep, but in reality, it is not deep at all. After that, they set up the camera. Ji-ho asks Eun-bi to hold the camera, while he looks directly into the lens. He pretends to cut his hand and mixes blood into a bowl of cow's blood. Seeing this, the others become worried and upset. But after turning off the camera, Ji-ho shows them his hand and reveals that there is no cut. He laughs and says, "Do you really think I would actually cut my hand?" After that, using the cow's blood, he draws a ritual symbol around the water tank. And Eun-bi records all of this on the camera. Suddenly, Jae-young says that they should try performing the ritual for real. Ji-ho responds that if they actually do this, it will take the video to the next level. After thinking for a while, Dong-jun also agrees. Then Ji-ho asks who will become the vessel for the ritual. At that moment, Jae-young's stepsister steps forward and says that she will do it. After that, Jae-young cuts her hand and mixes her blood with the cow's blood. Then Ji-ho gives a piece of paper to everyone and tells them to write their questions on it. After that, everyone starts writing their own questions on the paper. Jae-young writes, "Will I be able to see my sister again?" Then she ties a talisman around her stepsister's ankle. Seeing this, her sister becomes very happy and hugs her. Next, everyone fills their cups with water from the tank and sits at the 5 corners of the ritual symbol. Meanwhile, Ji-ho makes Jae-young's sister stand inside the water tank and places a paper bag over her face. He then explains the rules. After the ritual, to end the possession, everyone must say, "Soul, please leave." He also warns them not to remove the paper bag before the ritual is finished, and that no one is allowed to leave their position until the ritual is completely over. After that, they all start saying, "Please come in." For a long time, nothing happens, and they are about to give up. Suddenly, Jae-young notices a bubble on her sister's head, and the lights begin to flicker. Seo Woo's body starts twisting in a strange way, as if her bones are breaking. During this moment, the paper bag on Seo Woo's face becomes wet, and she tears it off in front of everyone. When they look at her, they see that her eyes have turned completely black. Ji-ho starts recording, while Seo Woo slowly raises her hand and begins pointing at each person one by one. Whoever she points at, the answer to their question appears on the paper by itself. Ji-ho, Jae-young, and Dong-jun receive the answer right. Eun-bai receives flower, and So-hyun receives wrong. After that, Seo Woo looks at everyone and gives them numbers, one by one. But when she reaches Jae-young, she suddenly tries to climb out of the water tank and move toward her. Seeing this, Eun-bai gets scared and leaves her position. However, Seo Woo is unable to come out of the tank, as it seems someone is holding her leg from inside the water. Suddenly, the lights go out. When the lights come back on, everyone sees Seo Woo moving in circles inside the water, just like Jae-young's sister was walking in her dream. At the same time, Jae-young notices her sister standing in one corner of the room. Seeing Seo Woo in such a terrible condition, they quickly pull her out of the water and remove the face bag. They try to wake her up because she has lost consciousness, while Ji-ho keeps recording everything. During this, they notice a strange mark on Seo Woo's leg. Ji-ho becomes excited and starts uploading the video online, saying that they couldn't have gotten better content than this. Dong-jun scolds him, saying that Seo Woo is in serious condition and Ji-ho only cares about his video. At that moment, Eun-bai tells them that there is no mobile signal. Ji-ho says that there was signal just a minute ago, but when he checks his phone, there is indeed no signal. Everyone starts to panic and tries to leave. They attempt to open the door, but it won't open. Dong-jun tries to break the lock using a metal rod, and the door handle breaks, but the door still doesn't open. That's when they realize that they are all trapped inside the room. During this time, we see Mi-yeon starting to get possessed by a demonic entity. The others notice her strange behavior and ask if she is okay. In a frightening tone, she replies, "I'm fine." Meanwhile, Ji-ho receives a notification on his phone. When he checks it, he sees that his video has reached 100,000 views. He excitedly tells everyone that the mobile signal has returned, and they start trying to call for help. But suddenly, the signal disappears again. At the same moment, Mi-yeon keeps repeating, I'm fine," and then suddenly begins banging her head against the door again and again. Everyone is terrified. Dong-jun and Jae-young rush to stop her. Then Mi-yeon picks up Dong-jun's broken metal rod, points it towards Seo Woo, and says that they have to kill her. She moves forward to attack Seo Woo, and the others try desperately to stop her. During the chaos, Ji-ho attacks Mi-yeon with the rod and kills her. At that moment, we notice that Ji-ho's eyes have turned completely black, showing that he is possessed as well, though the others do not realize this. When Dong-jun touches Ji-ho, he suddenly returns to his senses. Seeing Mi-yeon dead on the floor, Ji-ho is completely shocked. At the same time, Jae-young once again sees her sister standing near one of the pillars. After that, Jae-young and Dong-jun move Mi-yeon's dead body to one side. While doing so, Dong-jun finds a piece of paper in Mi-yeon's pocket. It is the paper on which Mi-yeon had written her question. After reading it, Dong-jun turns to Ji-ho and says that he killed Mi-yeon on purpose. Ji-ho breaks down in tears and replies, "Why would I do that? I don't remember anything. Please believe me." Dong-jun then shows everyone Mi-yeon's question, which reads, "Will I ever be able to escape from Ji-ho?" On the other side of the paper, the answer was written. No. After this, we see a flashback showing that Ji-ho was blackmailing Mi-yeon. The scene then returns to the present. Dong-jun accuses Ji-ho, saying that he brought all of them here just so he could kill Mi-yeon. Ji-ho tries to defend himself and says that he doesn't remember doing any of this. The group then watches the recorded video on the phone. After seeing it, Ji-ho insists, "This isn't me, explaining that the person in the video is limping, while he himself is walking normally. He even walks in front of them to prove his point, but no one believes him. During this time, Ji-ho moves closer to Mi-yeon's dead body, and suddenly Mi-yeon grabs his leg. Ji-ho shouts and tells everyone that Mi-yeon is holding his leg, but the others can't see anything, because Ji-ho is standing on the other side of a pillar. Before anyone can understand what's happening, the lights start flickering, then suddenly shatter. Pieces of broken glass fly and stab into Ji-ho's eyes, and the lights immediately go out. Dong-jun turns on his torch, and they see blood everywhere, but Ji-ho is gone. On one of the doors, they find a message written with blood. "We will meet soon." While they are searching for Ji-ho, blood suddenly starts dripping onto Eun-bai's face. When they look up, they see Ji-ho hanging in the air, holding a knife. He suddenly attacks them, but Dong-jun manages to grab him and ties him up with a chain. At the same time, the lights come back on. Ji-ho looks possessed. Seeing his condition, Jae-young apologizes, saying that she never meant for the ritual to be performed for real. Dong-jun tells her that all of them agreed to it, and she is not the only one at fault. Meanwhile, black liquid begins to come out of Seo-woo's mouth, and they notice that the strange mark on her foot is starting to fade. Seeing this, Jae-young says that they must perform the ritual again, because something went wrong during the first one. They then watch the recorded ritual video, and after watching it, Jae-young realizes that they broke the rules. She explains that they should not have removed Seo-woo's face bag before the ritual was finished, and no one should have left their position. After that, they place Mi-yeon's body back in her original position and seat Ji-ho in his place and cover his mouth because he keeps repeating the same words, "You are all going to die." During this time, Dong-jun looks at Ji-ho's question paper, which reads, "Will my video reach 1 million views?" Then they cover Seo-woo's face with the bag again and place her back inside the water tank. After that, they begin the ritual again. Just like before, Seo-woo starts answering everyone's questions once again. After that, they begin to end the ritual, but this time Seo-woo removes the face bag herself. Her eyes are completely black. She looks at Jae-young and asks, "Should I really leave?" Jae-young believes that this is her dead sister and becomes very emotional. However, Dong-jun stops her and says that this is not her sister, and that they must finish the ritual quickly. Seo-woo then looks at Jae-young and says, "We will meet again soon." After this, they complete the ritual properly and carefully step out of the ritual symbol, following the same order in which they received their answers. At that moment, a notification appears on Ji-ho's phone. Dong-jun checks it, since he is holding the phone. Dong-jun then calls emergency services, 911, and tells them that they are trapped and need help. The officer on the line asks for their location. Dong-jun gives their location, and the officer replies, "Dong-jun, we are on our way." Hearing this, Dong-jun is shocked, because he never told the officer his name. After that, the three of them sit down and wait for the police. Dong-jun tells Jae-young, "I wants to say something to you." He then confesses his love to Jae-young. Jae-young replies that she likes him too, and the two of them share a kiss. After that, Jae-young encourages Dong-jun, telling him that they should keep trying to escape no matter what. Meanwhile, Eun-bai hears their conversation and becomes sad. Suddenly, the lights go out. When Dong-jun turns the lights back on, they see that Ji-ho is dead. This shocks all of them. They then check the recorded video on the phone, where they see Seo-woo untie Ji-ho's hands. After that, Ji-ho walks close to the camera and cuts his own throat. Seeing this, Eun-bai panics and starts banging on the door, screaming for help. Suddenly, she begins to get possessed and falls into the water tank. Dong-jun and Jae-young quickly pull her out, and she regains consciousness. Dong-jun says that even though they completed the ritual correctly, everything is still going wrong, and he wonders why this is happening to them. Eun-bai asks him about the phone call. Dong-jun checks the phone and becomes worried. He then looks at Jiho's question paper and realizes that Jiho's prophecy has come true. He shows them that the video has now reached 1 million views. Dongjun explains that after Miyun's and Jiho's prophecies were fulfilled, both of them died, and he believes that their deaths happened because of the ritual itself. After that, Dongjun shows Jaeyoung his question paper, which reads, "Does Jaeyoung like me?" Dongjun says that even if he dies now, he has no regrets, because he got his answer. Then Eunbai shows them her question paper, on which she had written, "Who does Dongjun like?" and the answer was flower. Hearing this, Jaeyoung and Dongjun look at Eunbai with embarrassed expressions. Eunbai says that she doesn't care if the person she likes is with her friend, she just doesn't want to die. Suddenly, she points a knife at Jaeyoung and Dongjun. She tells Dongjun that she will forgive him if Jaeyoung dies. After that, Eunbai attacks Jaeyoung with the knife. Dongjun tries to stop her, while Jaeyoung grabs a chain and begins tying Eunbai's hands. At that moment, because of a sudden impact, the doors of the rooms located at all four corners of the hall open at once, leaving everyone in shock. After that, Dongjun and Jaeyoung go inside the rooms to investigate. Inside, they find many talismans attached to the walls. They also discover a hanging dress with the word death written on it. Dongjun realizes and says that this place is not just a reservoir. Instead, it was built from the very beginning for performing rituals. Dongjun then goes to check another room. During this time, Eunbai manages to untie her hands. Inside the room, Dongjun finds a talisman with the number 666 written on it. On the other side of the talisman, it says that when 5 prophecies are fulfilled and 5 people die, 1 person will be brought back to life. At that moment, Dongjun hears Jaeyoung screaming. He rushes outside and sees that Eunbai's body is hanging from a pillar. Dongjun is completely shocked. Suddenly, Jaeyoung attacks Dongjun from behind with a knife. At that moment, Dongjun realizes that Jaeyoung was the one who first told them about the YouTube competition. He confronts her and says that she is the one who brought all of them together, and asks, "Why us?" Then we see a flashback. In the flashback, Jaeyoung is a child, playing with her sister In-young. Jaeyoung promises her sister that she will always protect her. But one day, when In-young is in the bathroom, Jaeyoung locks the bathroom door from the outside as a prank. After a long time, when she doesn't hear her sister's voice, Jaeyoung goes inside and finds that In-young has fallen into the bathtub and died. Because of this tragic incident, their parents get divorced, and later their father remarries. The scene then returns to the present. Jaeyoung says that losing her sister destroyed her life, but everyone kept telling her to forget about her sister. She explains that she decided to perform the ritual so that she could bring her sister back to life and reunite her family again. After this, Jaeyoung puts a chain around Dongjun's neck and begins strangling him. While struggling, Dongjun tries to remove the bracelet from Jaeyoung's foot. Jaeyoung desperately tries to stop him, but Dongjun manages to pull the bracelet off, and dies immediately afterward. As soon as the bracelet is removed, Jaeyoung's stepsister regains consciousness and looks around in confusion. However, Jaeyoung forcefully puts the bracelet back onto her foot, which prevents her from moving again. Next, Jaeyoung places her friends' dead bodies back in their original positions. She then changes Seo Woo's clothes, puts her back into the water tank, and places her sister's doll on top of her. After that, Jaeyoung begins the ritual once again. After some time, the ritual is completed, and Seo Woo stands up. When Jaeyoung removes the bag from Seo Woo's face, it is revealed that In-young's spirit is inside Seo Woo's body. Seeing this, Jaeyoung becomes extremely happy and starts to take Seo Woo away with her. Suddenly, Seo Woo's eyes turn completely black again. In the voices of Jaeyoung's friends, she asks, "Why did you kill us?" Jaeyoung then sees that her friends are holding Seo Woo's feet. She tries to pull her free, but Seo Woo says, "You have seen your sister. Now it's your turn to die." Seo Woo then moves toward Jaeyang in a demonic manner. At that moment, Jaeyang realizes she has been deceived, that a demon has been released instead of her sister. The demon kills Jaeyang, then walks toward the camera and turns it off. And movie ends here.